Welcome to the real stage of Speaking Warrior training with SMLONE and Nanyang Tehui School. Today is exactly on Wednesday, 22nd of December 2021. We are going to witness amazing performances, and I am Angeline, your MC today. I'm also very happy to see all of the trainees today behind the stage because I can see that they are very excited and very ready to give their best performance. Their enthusiasm and spirit lighten up today's real stage. And also, I'd like to greet the audiences and everyone who are joining us and watching us through the live on YouTube. Good afternoon, everyone. And let me tell you the purpose of having this real stage itself first. We know that this is the beginning for all of the students. This is the first step for them in public speaking journey. They're going to showcase what they have practiced, what they have learned inside the class. And through the school, the students got the chance to learn public speaking to enhance their confidence skill. In the beginning, they won't feel comfortable speaking in front of the public. And through this platform, the school gives them a chance to boost their confidence through public speaking. They have always done it very well. And like what SMLONE's tagline is, making you better you. So we do not only wish to have a good skill in delivering speeches, but we also need to have a good manner because we want to give a positive impact to our life and to our surroundings, right? And so, ladies and gentlemen, the speakers are ready to showcase what they have learned during the class. Are you ready to watch? I am very ready. So I'd like to give you a spirit from here virtually, and let us first meet our two judges today who are very experienced in public speaking field, and they're also the trainers of SMLONE. I'd like to welcome first our first judge to give a word or two. Let us welcome teacher Cecilia on the stage. Hi, teacher Cecilia. Do you want to say a word or two to our trainees?
Hello, good afternoon, all of these trainees. Today is a very wonderful day because today you have already prepared the whole semester through your training experience and through the classes, through all the feedbacks and all the speeches that you have prepared. And today you will perform your best because it is the real stage, which means today will determine whether you pass or not through the Speaking Warrior training. And I believe all of the students here have already prepared their best. So I'm waiting and very excited to see your performance. Okay? Good luck for all of the students and see you soon. Back to our MC, Miss Angeline.
Right, thank you very much, Teacher Cecilia. And please allow me to put Teacher Cecilia back on the backstage. All right, so now we are going to welcome our second judge of the day. Let us welcome Teacher Kevin to the stage.
Hi, everyone. It's nice to be here, and I just wish best of luck for everybody, and I believe you will do your best, and this is the time you'll be a true warrior. Good luck and be yourself. Back to Miss Angeline. Miss.
Right, thank you so much, Teacher Kevin. And so once again, good luck and best wishes for everybody. And on this moment, before we start, I'd like to extend our gratitude first to all teachers and trainers who have supported us all this time, starting from the very beginning. And we know that it's challenging to deliver speeches in the beginning, but with the support from our trainers and teachers, we are able to become better and better. And I would like to also extend our gratitude to our parents who have been supporting all this time in our life projects, providing us with the best education and environment. So through this moment, we would also like to thank the people that always support us, our school, parents, teachers, sisters, brothers, friends, and families. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I know all of us cannot wait to watch the performances from our amazing trainees today. So let's just kickstart the real stage after this 60 seconds. 60 seconds is up, and now we are going to begin with the real stage. And I would like to first welcome our first speaker of the day to the stage, Alvin Bryan. He will be talking about laziness isn't always a bad thing. It's very interesting. Alvin, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, great. Best of luck, Alvin. The floor is yours.
Hey, thank you, Miss Angeline. Good morning, good afternoon, good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about why laziness isn't always a bad thing. In fact, it's actually a good thing. I am a lazy person. Many of my friends may have seen that I am a lazy person. If, let's say, I'm being given a day off, I'd rather use that free time to lie on the couch, watch movies, and play games. What about if I'm being given a week off? I'm the kind of person who prefers to stay at home and eat pizza rather than traveling the world. Luckily for me, this laziness is precisely what makes me sometimes productive. Just sometimes. And that's a fact backed up by science. Laziness is a lost art. I don't mean laziness in the sense of filling each moment with mindless distraction. I mean proper idleness, when we choose to do nothing. In a world of constant distraction, we rarely put our mental feet up, and instead we spend our spare time bouncing between novel distractions, going from checking our email to reading the news to surfing social medias and so on. Those are activities that often make us even more tired. In any given moment, our attention is either focused or unfocused. Focus gets all the attention. It's what lets us get work done, have meaningful conversations, and move our lives forward. But as it turns out, research shows that being unfocused is just as powerful as being focused, but in many different ways. While focusing makes us more productive, being unfocused makes us more creative. Think back to your last creative insight. Chances are it didn't happen when you were focusing on one thing. In fact, you probably weren't focused on much at all. You may have been taking an extra long shower, walking, visiting a museum, reading a book, or relaxing on the couch with a drink or two. Maybe you were sipping your morning coffee, then, like a flash of light, a brilliant idea struck. There's a reason why your brain chose this moment to connect these swirling ideas. When attention is at rest, like during bouts of idleness or laziness, our mind wanders to fascinating places. One study, which periodically sampled people's thoughts while their minds were wandering, confirmed this. The places our mind wanders includes 48% of the future, 28% of the present, and 12% of the past. For the time that remains, our mind is typically dull or blank. The exact percentage doesn't matter much. Instead, it's worth highlighting that this wandering isn't as unproductive as we may think. An idle mind allows us to do three critical things. The first one is rest. When our attention is at rest, we're at rest. When we choose to let our mind wander, we don't have to regulate our attention. This makes the mode energy restorative, which helps focus more deeply later. To extend these energy benefits, it helps to do something pleasurable, effortless, and habitual while you rest your attention, such as investing in a creative hobby, running without music, or walking to get a coffee without your phone to distract you. Doing something habitual has also been shown to lead to more creative insights. Second is plan. Research shows we think about the future 14 times more often when our attention is scattered compared to when we're focused. We also think about our long-term goals 7 times as frequently when our attention is at rest. Acting upon these goals is another matter, naturally, but strategic laziness shows us to set intentions and recall our goals in the first place. The third is the unearthed ideas. Our wandering mind connects all three mental destinations: the past, the present, and the future. This allows us to experience significantly more creative insight than when in a focused state. For example, you may recall an idea you read a few weeks back and connect it with how to solve a current work situation. Our most counterintuitive, insightful ideas come when we're unfocused. The best productivity tactics are the ones that for every minute we invest in them, we make that time back and they allow us to accomplish that much more, and the work that we can work on much more efficiently. When we're idle, it doesn't look like we're doing much, but mentally, the exact opposite is true. Thank you.
Wow, that was a great speech, Alvin. And I believe, listening to your speech, I believe that that shows how much of a positive person you are. Well, Alvin, now we are going to listen to the feedback of our judges here. Let me welcome our judge to give her feedback, teacher Cecilia, on the stage.
Hi, Alvin. Good afternoon. You deliver a very interesting topic because you are trying to change the stereotype of laziness from negative to positive, right? And I think you showed that really well, and you delivered that statements of changing the mindset really well through your speech. I really like your steadiness in your voice. This shows that you understand this topic really well. So it means that you are lazy, but in positive way. But in that steadiness of your voice, you also show that you prepare well for this speech. For another things, I would like you to level up your speech next time is the first thing, please add data or study. When you add data or study, remember to put credit to increase your credibility as a speaker. Like example, based on Forbes 2020, blah, 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 blah. It sounds more cool, right? More, compare it with as a study stay, blah, 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 blah. So you can add a credit towards the source of your data to make it more credible. And also, even though you have a steady voice, like it is a charisma voice, you can add some vocal dynamics to make it more interesting. Like an example, when you say our wandering mind, you can say something like, our wandering mind make us focus on another things that build the creativity to another level. You can say something like that. So you put some vocal dynamics to make it more engaging. And remember to add some hand gesture so the audience focus can be more engaged and not only focus on your facial expression and your vocal and your voice. And you can add more closing, or you can summarize it all in the closing, or you can make it more interesting, like so now you know lazy is not a negative thing, so let's get lazy together. You can say something like that to make it more fun. Okay, Alvin? No, I'm not saying that let's get lazy together. It's what Alvin said. Basically, great job, great performance, Alvin. See you again next time, yeah?
Well, thank you so much, Teacher Cecilia. And once again, congratulations, Alvin. Now you're on the next level. Now, ladies and gentlemen, allow us to remove Teacher Cecilia and Alvin back to the backstage. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to finalize their evaluation. All right, 1 minute of silence is up, and now we are going to proceed to the next speaker. Our second speaker of the day is Brandon Wellington. He will be talking about privacy and social media. Let us welcome Brandon to the stage. All right. Hi, Brandon. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you are ready, Brandon, best of luck. The floor is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'll be talking about privacy and social media and how they are connected. Privacy is very important in the world now. It is the source of many controversies in major companies such as Facebook and Google, and I believe this concern is justified because privacy consists of our personal information such as our likes and dislikes, our hobbies, and what we do every day. And it's not just about our name or our job, it is our sensitive information, and we deserve to hide that information for many good reasons. And on the other hand, social media is also an essential part of our life since it connects people and lets us communicate very easily, and it is basically an inseparable part of our lives. So it is very important. Privacy and social media are connected through the data that social media collects from us every time we click a button or click a link. Every time we scroll down, those things are recorded and sent to the servers of the social media companies, and data is collected through algorithms. And as a result, social media has large resource of data that no one really has except them. And sometimes we don't even know ourselves really well as those companies. Social media has been very important in our lives because it offers many things, such as seamless and efficient communication. We can, for example, send a message through WhatsApp in real time and communicate in real time. And compared to letters that need 7 days or maybe even 2 weeks to reach the person, it is very inefficient. And social media can also allow us to broadcast our message to the world, and it can make us famous and get our message through to every corner of the world. And most of all, you can also fake your identity in the social place. You don't have to use your real name, and it allows you to be anonymous in one way, that your name is not not your real name. However, social media has its disadvantages. You will not have privacy because your data is already collected and stored in their servers, and it is using it for both your own benefit and for your disadvantages. It benefits you by showing you things that you like, such as when the social media knows that you love Coca-Cola, they will keep showing you Coca-Cola, and when they know that you dislike Sprite or any other drinks, they will not show you those things. So it gives you the things that you want. On the other hand, it also targets you with your own data. It uses ads to target you and to cause you to sell things. It essentially beats you to buy things and do actions that you actually didn't want to do, but they kind of force you to do. And ads are very important to companies since they are the source of profits of billions of profits, and they must keep growing since that is what people want and that is what investors want. And so our data is being collected every day, and it happens all the time, and they need it so that they can grow their company and earn more profit than they have. And some of the examples of the major targets of using ads using our personal information is the election. The election of Trump is said to the Trump campaign is said to be using a company called Cambridge Analytica, and they analyze data that they collect, and they use it to target people that they think is very likely or likely to change their mind about Trump and vote for him, while they eliminate people who don't who have no interest at all to vote for Trump. And so these are the ways of how ads target you, and it has worked. It worked really well. And should we still use social media after all this controversy, after Facebook is being fined by regulators? And I think the answer is yes, because it is free and it is very useful, and you can't really separate your life from social media since it is already a part of your life. We should just be careful of what we are doing in the social apps. And that is all what I have to say about privacy and social media. Thank you.
Right, a very impressive speech, Brandon. Thank you very much for sharing the fresh information about it. All right, so Brandon, we are going to listen to the feedback of our judge here, and he will be giving you an evaluation. Let us welcome teacher Kevin to the stage.
Hi, Brandon. Well, it's a very good speech about privacy and social media. Yes, indeed, it is very indeed. Now we need privacy in the social media. You give us a lot of information. You did a lot of research in why privacy and social media is important by giving examples like Facebook, and you did a good research. You have a very good constructive, comprehensive speech. Starts from the beginning till the end. You keep reminding us back why, and why. It is a very good, so that the audience keep noticing. Yes, indeed, is very concerned nowadays about privacy. And to support your data, I believe your background, I pursue it. In my opinion, it is very connected to your speech about privacy, because as we can see in your background, it is a very silent room with only you in it, and the surroundings is very lonely. It relates with the speech of your privacy part. And some tips from me to you so that you can improve is, you can make a good catching opening by sounding like, put a question. Who agrees nowadays privacy and social media is a big concern for us? A study, even company like Facebook also have trouble in privacy, so people can get more attentions. Or second, you can put a data research. A new data shows that nowadays 50% people shows in the social media logs 50% of their account. You can shows that opening so that audience could be more interested in your speech. And yes, you have a good camera positions, but please place closer so that we can hear your voice more loud and clear, because you have a good tone of voice, but your camera positioning towards you is very far, so I can see clearly and hear clearly sometimes. And please place more hand gesture part to make increase, and your eye contact don't be too obvious that you are reading a script. That's it, and back to Miss Angeline. Well done, Brandon.
Well, thank you so much, Teacher Kevin, for the constructive feedbacks. Once again, congratulations, Brandon. You are now on the next level. Well, allow us to remove Brandon from the stage. And now we will have 1 minute of silence for the judges to finalize their evaluation. All right, 1 minute of silence is up. Now we are going to proceed to the next speaker. Let me welcome our third speaker today, Clinton Chang, with the title of Why We Need to Save Water. Why we need to save water? Clinton, are you ready?
Yes, miss.
All right, if you are ready, best of luck, Clinton. The stage is yours.
Good afternoon, judges and friends. Before I do my speech, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Clinton Chang, and my class is SH3 Gratitude, and I would like to say thank you for the chance or opportunity to SMLONE to speak in front of you guys. Today, I will going to talk or say about why we need to save water. Firstly, what is the meaning of water? Water is the liquid that descends from the clouds as rain from streams, lakes, and seas. What is a major constituent of all living matter, and that when pure is an odorless and tasteless. Every person on earth needs water to survive. Without it, many of us would get sick and even result in death. Conserving water is important because it keeps water supply clean and it makes us wisely and responsible. Why we need to save water? Clean, fresh water is a limited resources. With all the severe droughts happening in the world, the limited supply of fresh water is becoming one of our most precious resources. While almost 70% of the earth is made of water, many parts of the world suffer from clean water shortage. As every individual depends on water for livelihood, we must learn how to keep our limited supply of water pure and away from pollution. Keeping our water supply safe and pure will protect the water for the generations to come. Many believe that our water supply is infinite. However, our supply is quite the opposite. It is important that we must not pollute your water, as many do not realize just how important and scarce water is. Only 2% of the Earth's fresh supply water is locked in ice caps and glaciers, while 97.5% of the Earth's water is salt water. Conserving water involves refraining from water pollution. This requires the use of strategies that include reducing wastage, prevent damaging water quality, and improve water management. Here are the reasons why saving water is important. First, the uses are endless. We use water every day of our lives. It is required in almost everything we do. We need water for drinking, bathing, cooking, washing, and other countless activities. Bottom line, we need water for activities and habits we use regularly. If we want to continue to keep our bodies healthy, clean, and everything else, we must conserve water. Second, Water grows food, fruits and vegetables as well as other produce require water to grow. But if the area is suffering from water, how will the food grow? This can make sustainable living a difficult challenge as sectors that suffer from water will become useless as plants of any kind will not be able to grow. Without water, the population will starve to death. Thirdly, it protects our ecosystem and wildlife. Humans are not the only species on Earth that requires water for survival. In fact, every species on this planet needs water to live and survive. Without water, the aquatic life will stand no chance of survival. It is highly important that we save water that is essential to our sustainability. Fourthly, less water usage means more saving. By saving water, this allows us to save more water, especially on water bill. By practicing basic water conservation tips, you can save more than hundreds and thousands of water every year. Use less water and you'll be charged less money from the water company. Fifthly, water supply is already limited. Currently, fresh water is already limited as it is. Out of the 70% of the water that's available, only 0.03% is made out of fresh water. Every day, the population begins to increase, making the already limited amount of water much less. In order to save our future of water preservation, we must learn to conserve what limited resources we have. The last but not least, conserving water also saves energy. Pumping water from the central facility requires high amounts of energy to run the equipment. Study shows that in California, almost 7% of the energy that is consumed goes towards transferring water. Bottom line, saving water will also lead to saving energy and reduce your carbon footprint. We can start saving water by making smart choices at home. We should use appliances that are most water and energy efficient. Using simple water conservation tips can help reduce the usage of water by more than half. Committing to just a bit of effort can make all the difference. You will even benefit from saving water by the reduced water bills in just the first month of saving water, protect our planet, and conserve water. Before I end my speech, I have one quote to tell you guys, which is water is a gift from the Creator. Protect it and respect it. Thank you everyone for your attention and have a nice day.
Thank you so much, Clinton. By you spreading the awareness of saving water, I think you are a very responsible individual, and that's the quality of the individual, our next generation that we need. Great speech, Clinton. Now we are going to listen to the feedback of our judges today. Let me welcome our judge to give her feedback and evaluation, teacher Cecilia, on the stage.
Okay, I'm totally agree with Miss Angeline. You sound so responsible, Clinton, which is a really good things. Yeah. And I really like your opening vibes. Your opening vibes makes me excited to listen to you because you have that sound, that pressure, that pulse of you that make us really, ooh, this is going to be a good speech. And well, you have delivered a very structured speech. I love how you put questions inside your speech, like if the area suffered from water, how will the food grow? I think that is a very good point. You trying to make it more engaging and more interesting for the audience to listen to. The other things that you can do better is you can try to make some of your data is really interesting. Like when you talk about the fresh water is only 2.5%, you can transform it because that is a very unique data. That is a very, because I'm a very data person also, but you can deliver it to become something more engaging. Like Earth is consists of 80% water, but do you know how many percentage from that 80% water is a fresh water? It's only 2.5%. And won't you believe that beside of that, 95.5% is all useless water? You can say something like that to make it more dramatic. So when you do it more dramatically, people will more engage to listen to you. Your eye contact is good, but aware of your eye movement because this can show the audience that you are reading a script. even though you prepare well the script. And remember to use hand gesture. You have points like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can put hand gesture in it. But overall, I love you put recommendation and tips in the end. And I love you end it with a great quotes. Very great job, Clinton. I'm very excited to see your growth in the future. Good luck.
Right. Thank you so much, Teacher Cecilia. And also, Clinton, well done and congratulations. You have finished your real estate speech. Yay. And so let us allow us to remove Teacher Cecilia and Clinton from the stage. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have just witnessed Clinton's performance, and now we will have 1 minute of silence for the judges to finalize their evaluation. One minute is up, and now, ladies and gentlemen, with still a high enthusiasm and spirit, I'd like to welcome our next speaker to the stage, Dave Stanford. He will be talking about the importance of a teacher. Wow, it's a very interesting topic, Dave. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so Dave, the importance of a teacher, the importance of a teacher. Dave, the stage is yours.
Okay, smiles are great investments. The more you collect, the better you feel. Hope that everyone starts their smile in their day with a happy smile. Good morning, everyone, and it's a pleasure to speak in front of you guys. Today's topic that I want to bring today is the importance of teachers in our lives. Let's just try to imagine Nanyang, our school Nanyang Chehui, without our lovely teachers. No one will educate us and no one will pay attention to us. So, the role of a teacher is an educator and a caregiver for their students. Sometimes, teachers will give us some personal advices if we have personal problems either in our family circle or in our friend circle. While some people think it's easy to be a teacher, but it's actually very challenging and equally important. It is their responsibility to impart the correct knowledge and in the right manner. They have to teach methodically, for which they prepare the lessons beforehand. Thus, they are able to motivate their students through the use of accurate techniques. Parents also have loads of expectations from the teachers for their kids. We all know that education is measured as the most essential and most influential weapon of life to get victory or success. This important task and job are given to the teachers to shaping up both an present and future of a student. Teachers provide guidance to students of all types. They are able to see their students' weaknesses and strengths and can provide assistance to either get them up to speed or push them higher. They will help to reveal students' best skills, also their hidden talents in them, and teach them valuable life skills such as communications, compassion, presentation, and more. Teachers do what they do because they want to help others. They are not teaching for recognition or a paycheck, but because they have a passion for youth and education. Teachers typically believe in the power of education and the importance of providing children with good role models and are teaching because of that belief. They are dedicated to the cause. Teachers also can be our friends. When we are lonely at school, we have no one to talk to. Teachers sometimes will come to us and have a chit chat with us. They will try to be fun and try to communicate with love and passion so that we won't be lonely anymore. This kind of friendship can increase the student chemistry with the teachers too. And whenever the student is or in his or her class, the student will be more active than before. Now, I want to tell you about my little experience about me as a student. So when I was in primary 2, I really loved to go to school because I could meet my favorite teacher, whom called as Mr. Tom. He's a foreign teacher, but he is a very funny teacher in my school. Every break time, breakfast time, lunch time, I would go find him in his office to talk to him maybe about soccer, school stuffs, and many more interesting topics. Our relationship was like very close that time, but after a year or 2 years, he went back to his origin country, which I didn't know where is it, but it broke my heart because he left the school. Maybe some people would say it is not good to be friends with a teacher, but for me, that is a false. Being friends with a teacher can give you some benefits to your life. In Nanyang, probably we can't be friends with a teacher because the teachers are very busy in school time. So guys, we need to appreciate the hard work of a teacher because it is not easy to take the role of being a teacher. It is very challenging and exhausting. We need to thank them for their time and their energy that they have already given to us. To end my speech, I would like to end it with a quote. Teachers encourage minds to think, hands to create, and hearts to love. I'm sorry. Thank you everyone for the attention, and I hope my speech today will teach you guys a lesson.
Wow, very inspiring, Dave. I believe, Dave, your teachers will be very proud to have a student like you. And I was just in awe listening to your speech, Dave. If I was one of your teachers, I'll be very touched listening to your speech today. It's more than anything. Thank you so much, Dave. And now we will listen the feedback from our judge today. Let us welcome teacher Catherine to the stage.
Hi Dave, it is a very great speech, and yeah, you remind us why teacher is very important nowadays, and thank you to have remind us how a teacher could be, and it is a great compliment from you. And yes, I believe your school teacher, the Nanyang teacher, will be very proud of you. And starts from your state is amazing. You remind us everybody have a great smile, and I love how you place the pause, you place the power in your speech. It is very good, and you looks very master in the subjects. You looks very enjoy how how your eye contact play to us, how your hand gesture movement to increase the value of the message. It is just great. And you did your own research and you implement it, and it is your own experience, and you put it in the conclusion. It wraps up. It's simply amazing from you, Dave. And what I can say for you to improve is perhaps you have a good hand gesture, but if you play it with a stand up, you don't sit, you stand up and you move. It is more free for you and you can explore more, and I believe it will be more interesting. Your eye contact really connect to us, but sometimes your hand gestures keep playing the same ways. So perhaps what I can suggest, if you perform in stand-up position, you'll be great. You have a good speech, you have a good conclusion, good opening. Very well done from you, Dave. Back to Miss Angeline.
Well, thank you so much, Teacher Kevin. I couldn't agree more. Today Dave's performance was impressive, very amazing. Congratulations, Dave, one more time. You are on the next level now, and I cannot wait what you will offer to all of us in the future. Thank you very much, Dave.
Thank
And
you,
allow
teacher.
us to put you back on the backstage.
Okay.
Right, so ladies and gentlemen, that was an impressive performance from Dave, and now we will observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to finalize their evaluation. Well, 1 minute is up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still very excited to see what other trainees will share and deliver. So now we will welcome our next speaker to the stage, David Lisandra. She'll be talking about something that is lacking in Indonesia. What is that? Let's just welcome David. David, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, I'm very ready to watch your performance. So, David, stage is yours.
Thank you very much. So in today's speech, I will be delivering with the topic of the lack of sex education in Indonesia. So before that, I would like to ask a question to everyone. Within this month, how many times have you seen news regarding sexual harassment happening in Indonesia? It feels like there is no end to it, because when I come online, I saw a news regarding this. Then, a few days later, a new case will come surface. There was a case regarding students being harassed by their teacher, a woman who was murdered because she was forced to do abortion for being pregnant. There are also cases where college professors harass their students in turn for high scores. Not only this, a few months or even years before, many cases has happened before, and many more may happen in the future if no action is taken. It is widely known that there are millions of people living in Indonesia with different backgrounds and culture. According to the first principle in our country's ideology, Pancasila, Ketuhanan Yang Maha Esa, or it is usually translated as belief in the Almighty God, it is a must for Indonesians to have a religion. Due to this, many Indonesians uphold the idea of being devoted to their religion. Unfortunately, many misinterpretations happen within Indonesia involving religion and its application to the everyday life. This includes the matter of sex education, unfortunately. When this certain word is being said, people often receive bad or weird looks from the people around them. It is considered a taboo to talk about this in Indonesia. In general, people like to think that the word sex is a way for two individuals to overcome their lust, when in fact it is a biology matter. Moreover, when sex education is being said, people often think of the lust side instead of it being knowledge regarding what we should do regarding this certain topic. It could be clearly seen that Indonesian is very, very reluctant to put sex education into the curriculum because of how taboo it is. However, I do think that this matter of fact is very concerning. Children are often told to not have sex before marriage or do not watch porn. However, parents often do not explain to these children why they shouldn't do this certain act. It is true that this is not wrong, but as we know, children are often full of curiosity. Children who did not fully understand it and the lack of knowledge about it itself is what the root of the problem. Children often become curious because they are told not to without a clear explanation, hence, they become curious and take actions themselves. If only they had a clear understanding for this, for instance, having sex before marriage means carrying responsibility you couldn't handle yet, or watching porn will harm your brain nerves and lead to brain damage. Then children wouldn't have these unanswered questions in their head and they will understand the importance of protecting themselves. The lack of knowledge regarding this topic could clearly be seen from the high rate of HIV or AIDS cases in Indonesia. Not to mention, there are many cases of unplanned teenage pregnancies happening in the society. This clearly shows how important it is to implement the education into our curriculum. It is not only about lust, but it is also a comprehensive understanding of the biological process and the possibilities that may happen. Not only that, due to the taboo, many victims are afraid to speak up. This leads to the freedom of the culprit, and later there will be many more victims because of this. Even if the culprits were arrested, the weak law has made it easier for them to escape punishments. Culprits are often given short sentences, and they only have to pay a small amount of fine, and they are free to go. On the other hand, the victims have their life ruined. This is clearly unfair. It is also important for us to understand that the one at wrong is the culprit, not the victim. Unfortunately, many people still point fingers at the victims. It's their clothes is the most often used reason. Women can wear what they wish to. It is the mentality and the thinking of predators that are at wrong. There are many cases where victims wear non-exposing clothes, yet they were still harassed. Victims who are supposed to receive protection and support are often considered as an embarrassment to the family or society. This shows the lack of understanding or education within the society. Thus, I think it is important for government to encourage schools to provide sex education. It will help students to have a better understanding instead of them trying to quench their curiosity and fall into the deep pit. Schools can help them to understand and remain in the right path. Finally, it will teach them not to point fingers, but to offer their hand. This way, there will be still good people in the world we live in. Thank you very much.
Well, Davin, that was a very great speech. Yay! Well, Davin, that was a very relatable topic in what is happening now. Thank you so much for spreading the awareness that show how wise you are as a person. And so, Davin, now we are going to listen to the evaluation of our judges. Let me welcome our judge today, teacher Cecilia, to the stage.
Hi, Davin. How do you feel right now?
Relieved.
Relief? Great. That is a very good sign, shows that you are nervous because you prepare well of your speech, Davin. This kind of topics makes me excited. Do you know why? Because you are brave to challenge and questioning the status quo right now. You are standing as the opposition of what is wrong in our country, and you want to educate that through your speech. And this type of topics that I think the senior high school like you should bring to their speech. As how you bring today, the way you approach these topics and go through two sides of perspective, this makes me very educated from every side. You tell like why this side is feeling like this, why the victim is like this, and what versus what the society perspective. Like you give example what the children should tell to do, but exactly what the children feel and what the parents should do or to overcome that feeling is how you approach that all of that problems with the roots and giving your perspective to the solution is what makes this speech is so enjoyable. Listening to you makes me feel educated and makes me feel inspired to write or post something in my IG story to say that let's stop, let's challenge, or let's start something. You make me feel like that, which delivered really well and show that you delivered this speech successfully. The things that you might need to add or you might need to improve next time is you can start directly with the questions instead of saying what your speech will be about. Just start directly, like, do you ever, how many days these days you have seen the news about sex problems or sex crimes? You can directly start with that. Make it more dramatic, make them shocked by your first statement, then you can grab the whole audience attention. And remember, it was a fun things or enjoyable things listening to you. But remember, beside of listening to you, we need also to see an engaging visual, which you can add by hand gesture, and also you can add with more expressions varieties through your speech. But at the end, you deliver a very good speech with a very good message and a very good standpoint and perspective coming from you. Very great, Davin. And looking forward to see your bright future, and congratulations for passing the real stage. Great job.
Thank you very much, Tita Cecilia, for the very constructive feedbacks towards Davin. And I'm very sure, Davin, we need more people like you in the world. That is why, Davin, congratulations. This is your first step in the beginning, your first step in the journey ahead. So once again, congratulations, Davin, and allow us to remove Tita Cecilia and Davin from the stage. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we have just witnessed again an impressive performance from Davin. And now we are going to observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to finalize their evaluation. Right, 1 minute of silence is up. Now we are going to welcome our next speaker to the stage, Jacqueline Bernice Howard. She will be talking about finding the Christmas joy. All right, Jacqueline, hi. How are you feeling?
Nervous, to be honest.
All right, but then I believe you'll do well. So, Jacqueline, are you ready?
Right, as ready as I'll ever be.
All right, Jacqueline, ready or not, the stage is yours.
Well, thank you, Miss Angeline, for the introduction. Good afternoon, respected judges, Miss Cecilia, Sir Kevin, and friends. Hello, everyone. I'm Jacqueline Bernice Howard, but you can call me Jacqueline. And today I'll be giving a speech I prepared days ago. While I was thinking about my speech topic, I thought to myself, hey, Christmas is less than a week time, so why not I talk about Christmas? History always proves that Christmas remains at least one of the most enjoyable times of the year. When I talk about Christmas, the vision I have in my mind is to spend time at home with the one we love, welcome, watch movies, cook a great meal together with my family, and enjoy eating it surrounded by shimmering lights. It is a picture that brings my heart warmth. So this Christmas, let us make sure everyone can be joyous and can take part in this celebration. And when you talk about Christmas, you just can't leave out the Christmas spirit. Sometimes we get so busy with all the preparation and bustle of Christmas, we forget our ho ho ho. It's more like ho ho humbug. There's so much to do that many times we fail to find ourselves truly living in the joy of the season or enjoy it all. Whether it's the question like, what gift should I get for her? Or who should I invite for my Christmas party? What's more, so many of us are facing major challenges and are finding it hard to overcome. Memories of lost loved ones, financial struggles, family drama, health issues, and relationship troubles often make it difficult to celebrate. Christmas can be a stressful time, and that's such a shame. I'm sharing ways to put a little jingle back into your step and Christmas joy in your heart. Even if you are the happiest Christmas elves, these ideas will help you celebrate this special season. I am sure these suggestions will get you singing Christmas carols in no time. For starters, listen to your favorite Christmas music. When I'm cleaning or decorating a room or a tree, I like to listen to preppy, fun Christmas music with a whole lot of foot tapping. Christmas music is such a special treat, and most of us only listen to it this time of year. Getting as much Christmas music listening as you can is a real mood lifter. Another tip, aromas create and trigger strong memories. Fill your home with scenes of Christmas, may it be peppermint, cinnamon and cloves, evergreen, vanilla, and other delicious Christmas scents. And with that being said, my favorite to do this is diffusing essential oils. Not only that, but watching a Christmas movie also helps a lot. Maybe some candy canes with the family and watch a Christmas movie together on Netflix. Next comes the most important one. Cut down your to-do list. Most of us have a pretty busy holiday schedule. If you are someone who tends to keep piling those chores, parties, and responsibilities, don't do it. The object of getting to Christmas Day is to have a prepared heart, not a prepared everything else in the universe. Do what is important to you and your family. That's it. You will be so much happier and your family will love you for it too. Last but not least, send Christmas cards. Sending holiday cards to loved ones is a timeless tradition that many of us look forward to all year, from sharing well wishes and holiday sayings to showing the children all grown up. You can use your card to make the holidays feel even more special. There's no better feeling during the holidays than making a trip to the mailbox and opening up a Christmas holiday card. From festive designs and holiday sayings to the actual photo, sending a holiday card simply puts people in the holiday mood. If you have long-distance relatives or friends who have moved away, sending family Christmas cards can help you get reconnected. A holiday greeting in the mail is a warm reminder that although they are far apart, they are far from forgotten. The holidays are a natural time for showing your appreciation. You can use your card to say thank you or extend your gratitude to loved ones. Whether someone has supported you all year long or if sending a holiday card with a handwritten message is a moving gesture. Holiday cards are also a reflection of your sentiment during the holiday season and often make family and friends feel better. You can make someone smile with a heartfelt message or a funny Christmas photo they can't get anywhere else. Whichever direction you go in, do not underestimate the timeless magic of making someone smile with a Christmas card. Today is the 22nd of December, which means that it is 3 days to Christmas. So why not give them a try? Who knows what magic you might discover during the holiday season? After everything that has been stated so far, I wish you a very peaceful Christmas in the company of your friends and family, and that the new year brings you all you've wished for. And that marks the end of my speech today. Thank you for the attention.
Ho ho ho, Jacqueline! That was a very enthusiastic speech. Me as as an audience, I feel very spirited watching your speech just now. Congratulations, Jacqueline! And now I'd like to welcome our judge to give his evaluation to you. Let's welcome teacher Kelvin to the stage. All right, I think there's a connection issue on teacher Kevin's side. However, I got a request because of your spirit. I got a request from teacher Cecilia to give an extra words or two to you. So let us welcome first Teacher Cecilia to the stage.
Okay, Jacqueline. Wow, you impressed me. Yeah, but I will right here. This girl, this woman right here is the master of vocal dynamics. Your vocal varieties is strong enough to enhance the speaker. Wow, you are
Thank you.
so amazing. Do you have any YouTube channel? Perhaps I would like to subscribe to it.
No, but probably soon.
Probably soon. Okay, I'm waiting for your YouTube channel. You have a very strong skill in vocal dynamics and you know how to use it at your best. This is, I think, the biggest quality that you have that will bring you to another level. This will bring a lot of opportunities to you as long as you keep enhance it, you keep use it, you keep develop it to your benefit. And you make me very enthusiastic for year-end holiday, which please come faster, please come faster. And you make it sound so fun and so exciting to do that I automatically think about what will I do for my year-end. You have a very good speech, Jacqueline. I really like your speech, your energy, the way you bring your speech, the way you structure your speech, and your additional comments and additional ups, down in variety of vocal dynamics. Perfect. The only thing I think you can add to your speech is to make sure your lighting is good enough. At this point, your composure of your face and your background is the same light. You want to make your face look brighter than the background to make you more stand out. But this won't be a problem if one day you do an offline speech, okay? Beside that, great, perfect speeches. I really like your performance and you inspire me to wish for my year-end holiday come faster, Jacqueline.
Thank you.
Great job.
Yes, I totally agree. Thank you so much, Teacher Cecilia. I also cannot wait for my year-end holiday because of you. The vibes is really there. Thank you so much, Teacher Cecilia. And allow us to put Teacher Cecilia back to the backstage. And I think Teacher Kevin is back and he would really love to give you his evaluation. So let us welcome Teacher Kevin. Oh, right. Okay. I just got a message that Teacher Kelvin is solving the technical issue. Well, but then Jacqueline, I'd like to ask you several questions. Jacqueline, how do you feel after you have finished your real stage speech?
Definitely relief. The first thing is relief.
All right, and I'm actually curious because you have you perform really well. And how many times have you practiced actually for this speech?
I actually practiced the night before. That was the only time I practiced.
Oh wow! Only a night before, and you did very, very great. And it was
The only thing that is important to me is to maintain a positive vibe because my theme is Christmas and you need to be positive to talk about it.
Oh, I totally agree with you. You are a very, it shows that your surroundings, your parents, your school, your teacher has successfully educate you, has successfully be there with you, surround you with positive environment that you grow to be such a good individual. Well, Jacqueline, I think Teacher Kevin is back. Let us welcome back Teacher Kevin to the stage for his evaluation. Please, Teacher Kevin.
Hi, Jacqueline.
Hi, sir.
What a spirit. Yes, it's very great. Since beginning till the end, I was like, can't wait for the Christmas already. You have a very good spirit. And even from your background, it's very cheerful. It's supporting your speech itself. It's very good selection of the background. I love the way you put your vocal sounds when you play ho ho ho, ho ho ho. It's a dual sound and you put it very amazing. You can be that dual person. And yes, you have a very good comprehensive speech, a very good eye contact. And even though while you are sitting, you still manage to play a good body gesture. And I can imagine if you present it in offline or in standing, it will be incredible. Your full spirit really leads us from the beginning of the speech till the end. And indeed, you put a very good, memorable closing. You left us hanging with the question what a magic could bring in 3 another days we're having a Christmas. It's really great. And Just some small input for you is perhaps if you slower your speaking rate, it would be better because some parts you just play it too forward, too fast, so it lost its meaning. Just make sure next time when you deliver, slower the rate, you'll be incredible good speaker. Well done, Jacqueline. Back to Miss Angeline.
Well, thank you so much, Tita Kevin, for the comprehensive feedback for Jacqueline. Well, now, Jacqueline, once again, congratulations. Right, I know I've said it enough, but then I will never stop congratulating you because I know you'll make it big one day later. Well, again, so Jacqueline, allow us to remove you back to the backstage. Right? Congratulations. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the spirit that Jacqueline has sparked to us, I believe it has already increased our spirit also to watch our more performances ahead. So now let us observe first 1 minute of silence for the judges to finalize their evaluation. One minute of silence is up, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm very excited to welcome our next speaker. Let us welcome Jaslyn Tamizi. She'll be talking about 2021. The title is short, yet I believe it will be very meaningful. So, Jaslyn, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, that's great. And so, Jaslyn, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Miss. Hello, everyone. I'm Jasmine. It's the 22nd of December 2021. Has this year been good to all of you? 2021 definitely gave me a huge slap. Though despite the up and downs, I am forever grateful for this year as I have unlocked new chapters and skills. So when I was brainstorming for this speech, I thought, why not reflect a little bit and see what I've obtained? Let's start off with probably my most spoken sentence this year. If you take a shot every time I say, it's been a week, you'll not be able to stand by now. I'm in my third year of high school and we all know what that means. I was overwhelmed by all the tasks to the point that I feel guilty if I'm slacking off. First IELTS, then HSK, then unit application, then camp, also school tests and assignments. The point is, I was forced to do some hardcore time management combined with some flexibility. Previously, a to-do list was all I needed, but now I have to time block. TIMEBLOCK, time block. And I dare say that I'm able to be here today, mentally stable, thanks to it. I know it's nothing compared to what I will face later on, which is more of a reason why this is a skill we all must sharpen. Along those tasks, throughout 2021, I came to realize the importance of writing. I know for those who are not a fan of it, it can be extremely killing. I'm quite positive that the amount of essays I've written this year is more than what I've written from 2004, the year I'm born, to 2020. Writing is an effective medium for us to communicate when used correctly. Moreover, speeches, videos, agendas, and so much more are likely started in a written form. This exact speech can only happen because I pour out ideas and information on a piece of paper or screen, then organized it. You think that you can remember all tasks and infos with all the other thoughts galloping in your brain? Unless you have the superpower, you better write them down.
The third chapter happened on October 12, 2021. You don't even know. The tea was boiling. Our small friend group had a fight, and that happened due to lack of control, communication, and tolerance. How many times have you regretted the things you said? Or how many times have you pressed the unsend button? To deal with this, I learned a rule of thumb from Lana Blakely. First, when there's a conflict, if it's someone we care about or whose relationship or opinion we value, then we respond and we make sure that they get and understand our message. Note that we respond and not react. Responding is when our answer is more thought out, while reactions are immediate. Second, if what they are looking for is an argument or to provoke or to simply prove their point, stay silent. I've been through a lot of these and I know how mentally exhausting it is. There are times where that desire to win a conflict appears, but if winning doesn't even bring any good to anyone, what's the point of it? Especially when the topic is subjective. Fourth chapter is just about life in general. What if I say I disagree with the idea that happiness is the end goal? A sentence I heard from a video I watched really resonated with me. It said that there's no happiness without sadness. If we never felt sad, then we cannot appreciate what joy is. But even if our situation is not the so-called happiness, it's okay too. If things don't go well, then on with the rest of life. There were a lot of times where I doubted myself and felt like, well, that's the end for me. But things worked out because they will work out eventually. Maybe with a little more time, but hey, we survived. So the goal is to be at peace with all our emotions. This is the last chapter of 2021 so far. It was a normal Wednesday in December, and I was in the middle of my class. Suddenly, my mom asked for permission for me to leave the class early and drove the car at lightning speed to the hospital. A family member of mine who's been under the weather for some time now was facing a crisis in the hospital. When we arrived, I heard the doctor declaring her time of death. It still feels very, very unreal even until now. Some things you really just cannot control. It's not up to us. We may be doing everything in the best way possible, but things will still go against our will. Or we mess things up but have no idea what the consequences are. So just know that you gave it your best effort. You've done what seems like the next right thing was, so you are not to be blamed. This is why appreciating every little thing in life and going with the flow is important, at least to me. Even though some of the current drives us downward, no current can sustain the downward push forever. Sooner or later, it must reach an extreme and turn back around. And if we are able to anticipate this, we can take advantage of the upward movement created from the Tao of happiness. Most of these things I didn't realize right after experiencing it, but rather connecting those experiences with the videos I've watched and books I've read. Maybe we have different perspectives. Maybe these things will be invalid for me in a few years. But one thing we know, we are growing. Thus, let's explore the past world and don't stop to be our better selves. Lastly, please avoid the phrase New Year, New Me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jaslyn. That was a very, very interesting speech. You made me reflect back on my life in 2021. And Jaslyn, I can sense that you are a very passionate learner here. All right, Jaslyn, once again, congratulations because you have passed rule stage. All right, so now we are going to listen to the feedback from our judges. Let us welcome teacher Cecilia to the stage.
I'm so happy today and so satisfied through this time by your class performance. You guys are amazing. Let me repeat again. You guys are amazing. Do you know who you remind me of? Jaslyn? I'm not going to say your sister, but you remind me of Hermione. And I know you get these compliments a lot because the way you bring your speech, the way you compose yourself, the way you try to use some words and put it in a sequence, you sound so professional. And great choice of words, so elegant. Some words like you choose is wow, it's impressive. Like if you take a shot, you won't see yourself standing, or you talk about the tea is boiling. You talk about your families that's under the weather. I think that is really, really good choice of words that you put and elevate your speech to another level of elegance and professionalism. You sound so assertive and firm because you know well the ground you are standing, you know well what you are talking about. You perform with a very good hand gesture, especially when you talk about happiness and when you say turn around. I think that is very catching. I keep repeating this myself because of you. And your intonations is really proper to the speech content. When you are telling your standpoint, when you are telling assertive things, you use a high intonations, and when you tell a sad story, you lower down your tone. The other thing you can do is you can slow down when it comes to several important words or when it comes to a sad moment. So you slow down the pace to make it more easy for the audience to ingest what you're talking about, because the whole things has been wrapped up so beautifully and so elegant that it's so fun to listen to you, but at the same time it needs extra effort to understand what you're talking about of the choice of word. Not because it's a bad choice of word, that is extremely well, but just slow down in several part of it will make it more easy for the audience to understand. I love your ending statement. I love overall of your speech. I look forward for your bright future. Great job.
Right. Thank you so much, Teacher Cecilia. That was a very constructive feedbacks for Jaslyn. Well, again, Jaslyn, congratulations. That was a very impressive performance. I think you really have opened the hearts of many people. So well done, Jaslyn, and best of luck for your future journey. Right, congratulations. And now allow us to remove Teacher Cecilia and Jaslyn from the stage. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have watched a lot of impressive feedbacks. Now we are going to observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to finalize their evaluation. One minute of silence is up, and now we are going to call up our next speaker. Let's welcome Jessie Luyan to the stage. She will be talking about extinction cancel. Very triggering topic. Jessie, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, that's great. You can start, and the screen is yours, Jessie.
Good afternoon, everyone. So, do you think we can bring extinct animals back from the dead? Maybe the Tasmanian tiger, or the dodo bird, or the dinosaurs? I was only a young little girl when I first watched Jurassic Park. So, I did some research in case crazy scientists out there want to resurrect these enormous creatures and bring Jurassic Park into real life. And it turns out they have actually tried doing this. Well, not surprising at all. However, dinosaurs went extinct 65 million years ago. So their DNA is basically lost forever. If there's no DNA, then there will be no dinosaurs. So please just scrap that idea from your head because it's entirely impossible. For your information, we are now entering the sixth major extinction, mass extinction. This is really unusual because it's happening much faster than ever before in history. And we are just ignorant fools if we think we can live without the biodiversity. And who is the cause of this? Us. We are all to be blamed for this. We are the cause of a million species at risk of extinction. So, what if we really can bring back the extinct? Thanks to the developments in cloning and gene editing technology, the prospect of bringing back extinct animals is very likely. The process is called de-extinction, and de-extinction is a terrible word. It suggests that extinction is no longer a problem. It suggests that we can make it temporary. But, well, to be very honest, the technology is indeed extraordinary. So there are three techniques that you need to know: backbreeding, cloning, and CRISPR-Cas9. The first ever milestone of de-extinction was to bring back a species called the Pyrenean ibex. It's a kind of mountain goat, and after many hundreds of failed attempts, eventually, one little animal grew to term. And this little baby ibex was born. It was just super cute, and the room held its breath because this was the very first time ever an animal had been brought back from extinction. However, a few minutes after she was born, she started to develop breathing problems and unfortunately died just like that. So this was also a world record for animals because this means the Pyrenean ibex is also the first ever creature, the first ever species to have gone extinct twice, not only once. So this kind of resurrection may put an idea into people's heads. Perhaps we can bring back our pets. Well, the fact is, in South Korea, they have been cloning dogs with the price of 65,000 pounds sterling, which is around 1.3 billion rupees, a huge number. But although the dogs created may look exactly like your previous pet, they will never ever be the same. Let's take identical twins, for example. They look the same, but they develop different personalities. So yes, I don't think it's worth the price at all. Going back to de-extinction, I mentioned that it's a terrible word because it is indeed dangerous. It has consequences. It pretends that we can solve extinction, so it doesn't really matter if we cause a species to go extinct. But once a species go extinct, the ecosystem change very rapidly. So if we de-extinct animals, most of them will probably not be able to go home to their previous habitat. For instance, the woolly mammoth, who went extinct 4,000 years ago, they once lived in a rich grassland, really green, amazing environment. But now it has turned into an unproductive tundra. Those environments, they are in a terrible state. So think about it. Will it be ethical for humans to de-extinct mammoth and place them there? Place them in that extremely dry and cold place. See, there are just too many consequences to de-extinction because can we even protect the newly created animals? I'm obviously not supporting this so-called resurrection right now. As you can see, it's insane biology. What's done is done. It's supposed to be done. You can't just turn back the clock, right? But I hate to break it to you and to myself because scientists actually do have understandably good reasons to bringing some animals back from the dead. Let me tell you a story about the wolves in Yellowstone Park, United States. These wolves were routinely killed 100 years ago and became extremely endangered. However, scientists started to restore these wolves by breeding the ones that have escaped the killing, of course, and reintroduce them again to Yellowstone Park. Nobody believed what happened next because the wolves literally saved the whole park. They influence the flora, the fauna. Their role as a predator stabilizes the ecosystem just like that. It's like a dream scenario. And this is the exact scenario we want to achieve with the extinction that scientists want to achieve, which is to restore damaged ecosystems. It's a grand experiment with many uncertainties. You need to weigh lots of pros and cons. So there's this famous saying, a famous quote that says, sometimes we are so preoccupied with whether we could, we didn't think of whether we should. Therefore, here's a question for all of us to carefully contemplate on today or tomorrow. So the question is, should we really cancel extinction and hit that rewind button? Thank you.
Wow, Jesse, that was a very great point of view about extinction. Thank you very much for sharing that, Jesse. And now we are going to listen to the feedbacks and also the evaluation from our judge here. Let us welcome teacher Kevin to the stage.
Wow, JC Luyan is just simply wow. What I could say is, what a topic about extinction cancels. It makes us questionings from the way you put the title itself. It's already a question. What will you talk about? And yes, a great spirit from the way you open, and what I can say, you really have a good vocal pronunciations. Every syllables you speak itself very beautiful. You have a very good slower rate speech. Slower rate speaking skills is very great, and every message that we hear connects to us. It sounds brilliant. And I love how your hand gesture play. When you're playing going back to the future, you can move your hands really going back. And when you are talking about flora and fauna, you also give a good example of a good way hand gesture. And even though you're sitting down, you still play a good part of a body and hand gesture. Your body really speaks. And what I love from your speech again is the way you put your own personal point of view. And you know what, JC? It's like me hearing someone is experts talking like, I'm inviting you to a webinar series. Jesse, could you please tell us what's your opinion about extinction? And you really enjoy it. It's just simply amazing. You enjoy it. You are really masterizing your subject. Yeah, it's like I'm hearing extinction from the expert. It's just brilliant, Jesse Luyan. And the way you close it, you put questions. Should we really hit the button, the extinction button? Amazing. And if what could be improved your speech is the way your eye contact, because many parts of your speech, your eyes keep looking down, but every time when you are looking at the camera, it is really engaging us. We really get the message. But when suddenly you put your eyes down, we just lose the focus. All of the message disappear. Because what? Like we know, eye contact locks the heart. So make sure next time, take note on the way you look and put on a smiley face more, and it will be brilliant, Jesse. Just simply a brilliant speech. Well done. You did a great job. And back to Miss Angeline.
Well, thank you so much, Teacher Kevin. That was a very comprehensive feedback for Jesse. Right, Jesse, you have successfully made Teacher Cecilia also requested to give you a word or two for your performance just now. So let us welcome Teacher Cecilia on the stage.
Yeah, wait. Okay. Actually, I'm quite selective in giving feedback. So, do you know why I want to give you feedbacks, Jess? Because you sounds like my favorite lecturer. You sounds my docent, Important educative content, but in a light way of delivering. And that little love in the middle of your speech, that makes everything perfect. But I actually have a questions for you. I'm very curious. What is your dreams and your plans for the future?
Oh, well, actually, I'm wishing to get a bachelor degree in either forensic science or biochemistry and then proceed to the forensic field because that's what I want to do, like integrating science and law. Yeah, that's my plan.
Okay, so I can see it in you because you are very data centric. Then you talk with a very assertive tone, not aggressive but assertive tone. But because you know what you're talking about, you talk with a very high confidence. And I believe that future plan of yours will coming soon, and you will become your dreams person. And I wish you really good luck for that. It was a fun things to evaluate you and giving feedback to you, Jess. Great job.
Right. Thank you so much, Teacher Cecilia. And I totally agree with two of our judges today. If Jessie, one day you will bring a talk or a seminar, I'll definitely be there to listen to it. Thank you so much, Jessie. That was a brilliant performance. So, Jessie, once again, congratulations. And now, ladies and gentlemen, allow us to first remove Teacher Cecilia and Jessie to the backstage. All right, so that was another amazing, brilliant performances. Now we will observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to finalize their evaluation. All right, so 1 minute of silence is up, and now we are going to welcome the next speaker today to the stage. He is Leonardo Kojaya. All right, so Leonardo will be talking about sports and games are important in our lives. Very interesting and relatable. So, Leonardo, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, right. Leonardo, the screen is yours.
Right. Thank you. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Today the topic I will bring is sport and games are important in our life. So sport and game are important for all-around development and are an important part of our routine. Moreover, along with our routine education, they help to shape our personalities. Also, they keep our bodies strong, healthy, and fit. It gives us a chance from the same old routine and relax our mind and body. Moreover, it is important because it is a useful means of entertainment as well as a way to do an physical activity. Furthermore, they build character and give a huge amount of energy and strength. In fact, playing sports helps students relax and reduce their anxiety. Besides just being fun, sports can help you perform better in school, relax more and worry less, deal with the setbacks, work better with our others, and increase your energy. All of which help you balance school and everything else going on in your life. The next I'll talk is the advantage of sports and games. One who is constantly involved in sports and games activity, he or she has good mental or physical growth and development. Also, it helps us to learn many new things in life. It assists us in building confidence, develops our personalities, and maintain mental and physical balance. Sport and game helps us to tackle and learn about how to overcome difficult situations in life and keeps body relaxed and mind free from tension. Also, it develops the habits of working in a team by developing a sense of friendliness among team members. It also makes the person with mental and physical toughness by shaping the body and mind and removing laziness and tiredness. Furthermore, it improves the blood circulation throughout the body, therefore improving the physical and mental well-being of the person. These sports and games activities make a person more capable of high level of efficiency. Also, it removes the mental exhaustions and make us more capable to do any hard work. Besides, in the modern education system of sports and games are an integral parts of syllabus and make education interesting, enjoyable, and tension-free. Nowadays, education is considered as incomplete without the involvement of sport and game activities. Also, these activities draw more attention from the children towards the study. Next, significance of sport and games. These activities are very important and necessary for the children and the young generation as it stimulates mental and physical growth. In addition, it improves the memory level, learning capacity, and concentration level. A child can be a famous national or international sport personality from childhood. He or she practices the sport and game regularly. Children need to participate in all sport competitions of their school and college as it removes their hesitations and motivates them to go ahead in life. For good sportsmen at school or college level, sport and games are a nice career option for them in the future. Furthermore, it gives them all the opportunity to grow in life and earn name and fame from it. At present, every school in the country are developing school and college in the both rural and urban areas so that the students having interest in sports and game activities can get a better path to go ahead. And repeat why sport and games are important. Along with bookish knowledge, sports and games are also very important. Sports and games like cricket, football, tennis, badminton, etc. have many benefits for the mind and the body. In short run, they might not appear fruitful, but in the long run, they are very beneficial. Moreover, they gradually build up a healthy body and make the mind more energetic. In addition, regular participations in outdoor activities and games make the body fit and relieve the body from stress. To sum it up, the participation of children of school and college is unsatisfactory, and for improving these teachers and staff needs to motivate students to participate in sports and games. They need to tell them about the importance and the benefits of sports and games so that their lifestyle can improve. This will also increase the mental and physical health level. What sports teach us in life? First, sports teaches tenacity. The ability to fail and learn from the setback and move forward is a vital life skill. Learning that failure is not the end, but part of the learning experience, has far-reaching implications affecting our self-esteem, our resilience, and our mental agility. These skills are vital for success as we grow into adults to survive and thrive life's setbacks and challenges. 2. Sports teach teamwork. Even if you are naturally someone who is happy with your own company or more introvert, there are times where you will need to collaborate. Sport encourages development of this skill set. And last, sport teaches disciplines. Motivate is finite, but our capacity for motivation can be bolstered. If from a young age, we are taught the benefits of type 2 fun and hone the ability to work towards a greater reward, evidence shows that people are less likely to suffer from depression and experience greater life satisfactions. That's all from me. Thank you.
Right. Okay. So Leonardo, that was a very informational speech about sports and game. You have just opened a new perspective on that today. Right, Leonardo? Now we are going to listen to the feedback from our judge today. Let us welcome teacher Cecilia on the stage.
Hi, Leonardo. I can feel that you are pro gamers, but not by your chair, but the content that you choose today. Your topic today is so interesting and relatable for a lot of young generations, especially a lot of your generations. Like we have a different, no? But basically, your content is so informative and so filled with perspective that I'm imagining you yourself delivering this speech to your parents in effort to persuade them to support you in playing more games. Is that true? But you prepared the script really well. I really like how you are trying your best to deliver your speech, even though you need to improve more in your hand gesture. I see no hand gesture in your speech and your eye movement. Be careful in online, especially when we are live streaming like this. People can see our eye movement when we are moving through texts. And this can show the perspective that we are reading a script. Despite that we are trying our best, that we already prepared a very good speech. So remember eye movement when you are doing your online speech. And also in order of mannerisms, you have several mannerisms that subconsciously affect you when you are doing something wrong. Like an example, when you are reading or when you are saying or trying to say some hard words to pronounce, sometimes you will do something like this, or sometimes you will like rub your nose. This is subconsciously happening to you because you are responding to that current situation. This is the things that you need more practice in order to control that. And your pausing through your speech is still need to improve because you can maximize it to make your benefits in delivering your speech. Overall, I like your topic. Great choice of topics. And good luck for your future, Leonardo.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Teacher Cecilia. That was a very motivational feedback for Leonardo. All right, Leonardo, congratulations one more time. You are now on the next level, and I cannot wait for your future performances as well. All right, so now allow us to remove Teacher Cecilia and Leonardo to the backstage. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have just witnessed a very informational speech from Leonardo, and now we are going to observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to finalize their evaluation. All right, 1 minute of silence is up, and now we are going to welcome our next speaker to the stage, Rebecca Angela. She'll be talking about Who Am I? Who am I? Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, Miss.
All right, Rebecca, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Great, the stage is yours, Rebecca.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I will bring a topic about who am I? Why am I here? Do you ever imagine who you truly are and why are you here? The question of who am I seems to be the simplest question one can answer. This is a question you have probably answered at least once in your life. Yet, when I took the time to try and figure out who am I found this question is the one that requires critical thinking. I'm just a teenager who is still learning in life. Furthermore, I won't go deep into revealing personal information like where I come from, which school I went to, my age, and the identity of my parents. No. The reason for this is that although these factors represent me, they certainly do not define me. While many people, events, and regular everyday have shaped me into the person I am today. Also, why am I here could be explained by some of those events. Everyone, in my opinion, is put on this earth for something, whether it be I'm going to be a great lawyer or just a girl next door who wants to sit and warm her couch for the rest of her life. We all have a reason for why we are here and why we are the way we are. Many people experiences in my everyday living have shaped me to become the person I am. Everyone that I have ever had contact with has taught me something, whether it be right or wrong. Not only have people taught me, but also the little experiences that I have had have influenced me. Someone could say I have reality to face, but without dreams, we have no hope, and without hope, we have nothing inside of us to fill our deep passion to succeed and win the race that we have been running. To me, life is full of meanings. It is laden with responsibilities, goals, and commitments. I believe I am here because of multiple reasons. That's to say, I have certain values, beliefs, and commitments to share. So, what exactly are the qualities that define me, or for that matter, anyone else? Well, these qualities are character and personal. I consider myself as an ambitious person who has big dreams in life. My passion for being a lawyer in the future is something that I think is most important to my growth as a person. I want to be more knowledgeable about what our Indonesian law is, upholding justice, and make a change. Life without purpose is useless and meaningless, and I want to give meaning to my life by serving the poor and needy who cannot afford lawyers to uphold their justice in need. Characteristics that I think a lawyer should have and I wish to possess are boldness and courageousness. I am an ambivert, which means I enjoy socializing with people once in a while, and at the same time, I also enjoy being alone in the comfort of my own. This nature of mine has helped me in my mental health, as sometimes I'm friends with toxic people who will always be expecting something bigger from you, or sometimes they spread negative vibes like talking behind your back. So I sometimes prefer to be alone once in a while. Well, of course, I have friends from different races, and I'm therefore very sensitive to whatever comes out of my mouth. What I dislike most in life is dishonest people. With dishonest people, you can never know what they're planning for you. Dealing with hypocrites is very difficult because they trick you into letting your guard down and you become very vulnerable. They will attack you when you are down or when you least expect it. Answering this question, who am I, is quite complex because our lives are very wide and there are areas in our lives we do not know of. Sometimes we do not see ourselves the way others see us. For instance, we may think we are confident, whereas the people around us feel that we are too proud and arrogant. Furthermore, our behaviors, interests, and other things that define us may change after a while. The single most important thing I want to share with you today is who am I? Is an extremely important question that every individual must find an answer to. Furthermore, to find the answer, you must reflect and ponder on yourself and your surroundings. Most noteworthy, those who have the answer to this, I hope you can live a life of happiness and contentment. So, do you know now who you truly are? Thank you so much.
Right, Rebecca, you making me reflect and ponder on myself. I'm going to find that answer very soon, Rebecca. This is a speech that I think the world should know, should listen to. Well, congratulations, Rebecca. You have just completed your real stage speech. And now I'd like to invite our judge to give his evaluation. Let's welcome teacher Kevin on the stage.
Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, sir.
How do you do? Great.
Yeah.
So, have you know who you truly are?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Well, it's a good speech. It's a good topic about who am I. And you open it very good too. You put in a strong questions, but pay attention. It's quite tricky. How about if you present it offline and somebody directly answer you, I'm son of my parents, I'm daughter of my parents. So it's a bit tricky in your opening, but if you can manage it well, there's no problem in it. Because sometimes there are audience that kepo. So beware of that only. And I love how your facial plays. It's not just the way you smile, the way you react every time when you want to encourage people to believe you, you lean your face forward. But if you notice, I don't know whether it's subconscious or not, but you play in the forehead too. So when you sometimes say you can, you get what I mean? That's good because yeah, it's enrich your message. And I love how your vocal goods and you ended with questions. It leaves us really thinking, have we really know who we are? And what I can say from your speech, some inputs only. You have a good opening, you have a good closing, and definitely a great body. Just like a hamburger, open body close. The way you jump it to the body is too long. So you divine, who am I? After that, when you jump to explaining who you really are, it's just way too long, in my opinion. And perhaps when you jump up through the body, maybe you can put some hand gesture like, who am I? So guys, put it in a way more interesting. Just be expressive. It will show you more confidence because you have a good content. This way, good topic. So just next time, play more expressive, put more hand gesture, and that's all from me. You did a really great job, Rebecca. Back to Miss Angeline.
Thank you very much, Teacher Kevin, for the thorough evaluation. Well, once again, congratulations, Rebecca. I personally love your speech very much, and I'm very excited to wait for your future performances, what you are going to share. Right, Rebecca, congratulations. You are on the next level now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, allow us to remove Rebecca back to the backstage. Right, now we are going to observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to finalize their evaluation. All right, 1 minute of silence is up. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just watched a very captivating performance from Rebecca. Now we are going to welcome our next speaker to the stage, Riaka Fazra Fesaka. Hello, Riaka. Yes, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, great. Riaka, how technology changed our daily life? How technology changed our daily life? Riaka, the stage is yours.
All right, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. So today I will be talking about technology. Technology has been a part of our daily lives for a few years. It has changed how we communicate, how we learn and think. And it has also helped us to interact with others. We are living in an era where technology advances are pretty common. Technology has given us brand new devices like smartphones, this laptop, smartwatches, even smart TVs, and many more. And with this device, we can do a lot of things like transferring monies, send messages, sharing pictures online, buying food, and many more. It has also made important advancements in safety when it comes to home security and also medical device. The advancement of technology has made communication easier and faster. We have to write a letter or we have to send faxes, but now we can use messenger apps or social media to communicate with people. And also, if you want to find any information, you can just open Google and just take your phone, open Google, and just search whatever you want to find, and it will appear in front of you. There, easy. And you also can, if you want to go somewhere, you can just pull up your phone, open Google Map, and just write down where you want to go, and they will show you a waypoint. Or you can like, hey Google, take me home country roads, and they will show you the way to West Virginia. But while we can access things easily, it has made us even more vulnerable. Everything that we do is recorded, and hackers can steal our information, and that is not good. But it's fine. But of course, we have VPN. We can use VPN to protect ourselves from those hackers. And there's also virus that can attack our devices, but we also have antivirus, so it can help us protect our device. Technology has also changed how we do transaction. We don't have to carry money anymore. We just have to bring our phone. You can store money in your phone, and we can use it to pay. You can use your phone to pay, and even paying taxes. Yeah, you can easily grab your phone and pay your taxes. Also, if you want to buy something, you don't even have to go to the store to buy anymore. You can just go check them, and they will deliver it to you. Technology has also changed how we stay safe. Like CCTVs. You can see what is going on around your house, or maybe home security system. If someone break into your house, it will detect them. And technology has also have a lot of improvements and innovations, like robots. Now these robots are getting more efficient and they work better. They have impressive dexterity, helping them to move objects and make themselves work faster and smoother. So technology has helped us in our daily lives. It has positively affected us in our daily life. It has changed how we do tasks, and it make it easier to complete our task. it is easy. It has made us farm things easier, more feasible to build cities, and more convenient to travel. And it also helped us create globalization and make it easier for economies to grow, for companies to do business. But of course, they have negative impacts. So we should use them wisely. And I think that is all for my speech. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Riaka, for sharing fresh facts and information and again reminding us how technology really changed our life. Right, Riaka, congratulations. You have just finished your real estate speech, and now I'd like to invite our judge to give her evaluation. Let us welcome teacher Cecilia on the stage.
Hi, Riaka. Is your brother Refaka?
Yes.
You remind me a lot of him because I teach him, Refaka Fraja Fresca, and you guys also have the same back name. But I really like how you are, as may I say, a conversational type speaker. This kind of speaker has a different version of different way, the way they try to deliver their speech or the way they try to deliver their message. They are not so assertive in delivering their speech, but very enjoyable. Because I feel like I'm listening to my friends speaking to me, explaining to me about what is technology about and how technology can change us and how it impact for us. And I think that is your strong point and the things that you should be proud of, because not everyone can be a conversational type speaker. It's the same part. Not everyone can be an assertive speaker and not everyone can be conversational type speaker. And I think you are perfect for that role. And I love your jokes. Like Google search country home and he will direct you to West Virginia. I think that is a very smart joke. And the things I think you can improve next time is your eye contact, because you are so nervous. Take a deep breath. Please take a deep breath. You already passed your real estate. Take a deep breath. You are so nervous that your eye contact kept looking down. This can be happen when you are thinking about what you want to do next, what you want to speak out next. They tend to look up or look down. So be aware of your eye contact. And also use more hand gesture next time you want to deliver a better speech. Okay? Sip? Very good.
Okay.
Very good, Riaka. See you again next time. Bye-bye.
Well, thank you very much, Teacher Cecilia. Yes, I do agree with Teacher Cecilia. Riaka, congratulations. That was a very interesting speech. Well, now allow us to remove Teacher Cecilia and also Riaka back to the backstage. Congratulations. And now we will observe 1 minute of silence for the judge to finalize their evaluation. One minute of silence is up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we will directly welcome our next speaker because I cannot wait to listen from her. Let us have Samantha to the stage. Samantha, right. Samantha, you are going to bring a topic about the pressure that girls experience in high school. So, Samantha, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Right, Samantha, the stage is yours. Best of luck.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope that every one of us have a great day today. My name is Samantha, and the topic that I'll bring today is that girls are under more pressure in high schools. High school has a new level of pressure for teen girls. Some of the issues are the same that they have battled in the 5th to 8th grade and is carried until high school with more gravity. High school can be seen as a bridge that leads to adulthood. The teen girls going to school get overwhelmed with the pressure such as to not look good, but also to gain the approval of others. Most of the time, they face numerous challenges such as preparing for college and future career. So here we are going to discuss 3 worries that any high school girls would have. First is looking good. This one is the most prominent area of concern for high school teen girls. They care more about their appearance, they worry about how they look, and they want to be thin. High school girls often struggle to feel secure in their skin, and thus they spend much of their and energy trying to look perfect. They focus on every detail of their appearance and most importantly their figure. They always compare themselves to other girls and try to keep up with the fashion trends. This can sometimes be very discouraging for many teen girls as they focus more on their appearance. They feel conscious about how they look and weight, and it can become an obsession for many that might result in severe eating disorders. Second is performance. High school teen girls inspire everything they do in each area of their lives. They become their own worst critic and put more pressure on meeting expectations. They are more likely to get worried about their performance with anything they are involved in, be it their studies, athletics, extracurricular activities, volunteer work, employment, or social events. High school girls can be seen more worried about how they can improve for them. They themselves set unrealistic expectations that become difficult to meet. Most of the high school girls feel harsh pressure to be the best, and when they do not meet the extreme demands that they have set for themselves, they might suffer the consequences of discouragement and feeling of failure. And the last one is their future, which is the third one. High school teen girls might seem more worried about their appearance and friends, but they are also concerned about their future plans, such as their college choice, career choice, and starting a family. High school has now become a huge landscape. Every decision the girls are going to make can have an impact on their future. High school girls are aware of the demands that they are there for them. They are worried about getting accepted into college and choosing the right career and gain the best internship. And also, they are worried about how they are going to pay for it all. They understand the expectations, competitions, and limitations. High school girls do worry much and thus they are under more pressure than boys. They are more impacted by society's values and pressure of their peers. They get influenced by high academic standards, future approval, and belonging. And they are also affected by the environment from friends, families, and others. So, from all of those worries I mentioned just now, it makes girls in high school to feel insecure or to feel under pressure. And parents should encourage and give lecture to their kids that they should not feel more pressure as they grew older. So, but here I would like to give a tips to prevent these kind of worries. First, don't be a bully. Either girls or boys will make fun of others because of their insecurities, and it can be said as often too. But please don't do this because if you have ever had someone talk about behind your back, you know that it feels uncomfortable, right? So please do not do it on others too because you know how it feels. It's normal to be jealous of those perfect girls, but you don't have to show it. You don't have If you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all. Besides, no one likes a mean gossip. Second, surround yourself with people who like themselves. It's amazing to to see how much the people around us influence our self-perception. If you hang out with other girls who constantly reading food labels and complaining about themselves, there's a very good chance that their insecurities are rubbing off on you. It's hard to friendship, I know it, but if they are damaging your self-esteem, then it's time to find new friends. Find people who genuinely like and respect themselves. Chances are their confidence will rub off on you. Third, don't judge yourself and don't judge others too. Feeling insecure is hard enough, and beating yourself up for having those emotions in the first place won't do you any good too. So, as a starting point, Ward recommends dropping the self judgment, accept the fact that you feel insecure about something and someone, and focus instead on doing the work to shift it. A little self love can really go a long way. So, this is my speech for today, and I hope that every girl in the high school will not be under pressure anymore. Thank you and have a nice day.
Wow, that was a great speech, Samantha. Thank you very much for actually giving the very useful tips. I think I'm going to share that tips to more people so that more people will get the impact. Thank you, Samantha, and congratulations. And so now we are going to invite our judge to give his evaluation. Let us welcome teacher Kevin to the stage.
Hi, Samantha.
Hi, sir.
You did a very good speech. Yes, you bring up a common issue about girls' pressure in high school. What I love from your speech is it's very constructive, starts from the opening body and closing. You prepared very well, and I believe your confidence with this subject because you are facing these issues. And yes, what I love from your speech, it is very original. It's from your own experience. You key points the major problems nowadays, 3 major points, and even you give us solutions. And I believe you are a very solutive person. You can define problems and you can also give solutions. Your friends will be glad to have you. And what I can say is I love the way you remind us one of your solution is if you don't like it, make sure you don't say yes. It's very true. You notice how to keep people's feeling is a very solutive. It's a very good one of you, Samantha. And some key points for your speech is perhaps you could use more hand gesture when you're explaining things. So when you measure, there is 3 things, 3 major problems nowadays, and you can make 1, 2, 3. So it will be more interesting in your speech. And please pay attention to the camera. You have a good facial expressions. So that's all from me. Back to Miss Angeline.
Thank you very much, teacher Kevin. So yes, congratulations, Samantha, and I can feel your sincerity in delivering the speech. Great job. And so now allow us to remove teacher Kevin and also Samantha back to the backstage. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let us observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to finalize their evaluation. Well, 1 minute of silence is up. So, ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to welcome our next speaker to the stage, Tanya Natasha Tasha Siregar. She will be talking about self-love. Okay. Right, Tanya, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. I'm very excited. So, Tanya, self-love, Tanya. All the best.
Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about self-love. Self-love. What is self-love? Self-love is a state of appreciation for oneself that grows from actions that support our physical, psychological, and spiritual growth. Self-love means having a high regard for your own well-being and happiness. Self-love means taking care for your own needs and not sacrificing your well-being to please others. Self-love means not settling for less than you deserve. Self-love can mean something different from each person because we all have many different ways to take care for ourselves. Figuring what self-love looks like, you as an individual, is an important part of your mental health. Learning how to self-love. Why is it so difficult to love ourselves? Basically, the short answer to these questions is that we are raised in a society that didn't teach us about self-love. This may not seem very important to some, but self-love is one of the best things you can do for yourself. Loving yourself provides you with self-confidence, self-worth, and in general, you will feel more positive. If you can learn to love yourself, you will feel happier and will learn to take better care for yourself. Looking in the mirror, most of us see a lot of different flaws and remember too many past experiences and failing to love ourselves. The less you love yourself, listen to yourself and understand yourself, the more confused, upset, frustrated will be in life. When you begin to love yourself and continue to love yourself more and more each day, things are slowly will be able to be better in every way. Unfortunately, self-love isn't always easy. Accepting the pain and allowing yourself to be honest with who you are is a big step of loving yourself. Forgive yourself for the past actions that things you are ashamed of doing. Carrying a lot of negative emotions are like jealousy, disgust, and rage can have a negative impact. We need to learn how to accept not only the emotion to create love, joy, happiness, but also the one that cause fear, insecurity, and anger in our lives. While we need to learn how to acknowledge and accept the pain with the love, another step is reconciling with a cold and an open heart. Asking yourself if you fully love yourself can be very difficult because you must accept your flaws and faults. Loving is something we choose, the same way we choose anger, hate, and sadness. We have the power to forgive someone who has hurt us in the past. We can learn to finally heal from something that we can forgive. We can choose love. Why is it loving yourself is important? Loving yourself is something every person needs at least at the same point of their life. I believe that loving yourself is one of the joyous things in your life. If you're happy with who you are, and then it's easier to love and be loved by someone else. It helps ease the mind, and there are not stress on your shoulders worrying about what others think of you. You must love yourself before you can love others. By accepting yourself and fully being what you are, your simply presence make others happy. When I'm feeling good about myself, day so much better. I am a humble person and I love to have a good time. For example, when I get a new outfit, I feel very confident and I want to go out and socialize with others. It could be something as simple as clothes or even getting your hair done. But it doesn't have to be something to do with accessorying or getting a new clothes. It can be come from within maybe a hobby you like or excitement. It's not promise of external passions. That is just being in love with any of us can convince ourselves. Above all, we are true to love yourself, and if you cannot put your heart in it, take yourself out. And I'll give you some ways to love yourself. Number one, know yourself. It is impossible to love yourself if you don't even know who you are. Second, don't compare yourself to others. Third, be truly present. Our life are full of distraction. Many of these things are fun and worthwhile, but they are draining and keep us from truly knowing and being ourselves. 4. Give yourself a treat. A treat is something special that you just give to yourself. Unlike a reward, it doesn't have to be earned. 5th, be honest to yourself. This is one can be harder than it seems, but some of us are good at self-deception that we don't even know we're doing it. Honestly, it is the key of all relationship, and your relationship with yourself is no different. Clearly, you can't love your entire messy self if you're lying, minimizing, or making an excuse. That's all. Thank you.
Wow, Tanya, thank you very much for actually reminding us again to love ourselves, because I think this kind of speech should be spread to everybody, like every single person in this world. This is a very positive speech, and it gives positive impact to a lot of people. Well, all right, Tanya, congratulations. And now I'd like to invite our judge to give her evaluation. Let us welcome Teacher Cecilia on the stage.
Thank you, Miss Angeline. Hi, Tania. How do you feel? Are you satisfied with your performance?
Yes.
That is a firm yes, yeah? I'm actually impressed by your performance. Let me tell you why. You sound so passionate about this topic. You know about this topic deeply, and your smiles makes my day. You have the most beautiful smile I ever see, and your expression is so amazing. I even write here my favorite expressionista of the day. You have this expression that can attach all of the audience attentions, and the way you hands out questions and then you answer it yourself, that always build a good engagement. You make some pause in your vocal dynamics for anger, hate, and sadness. I think that built a little dramatic, and you add a little spice in it. And there's several part of your speech where it seems like you are thinking hard, and you are not able to get it out of yourself. It's okay, because it will be able to solve easily, just based on your practice more, and also more stage time. Basically, more time that you deliver your speech, it will be easier for you to do that. And also, please be aware next time of your hand gesture. Your hand gesture is out of the screen, my dear. Your hand gesture is the bottom. I can only see the tip of your finger, so we cannot see full of your hand gesture. Just because it's quite weird if we are in offline settings, if we raise our hand this high, but it is necessary because the frame of the crop through our online setting. But remember, just be aware of that so next time you can fix your hand gesture, okay? Overall, I really like your speech. Thank you for your speech about self-love and good luck for your future.
Thank you, Miss.
Yay! Thank you so much, Teacher Cecilia. Very motivational feedback for our trainee. Well, once again, congratulations, Tanya. It was a very interesting and engaging performance. Congratulations. Now you're on the next level. Now, allow us to remove Teacher Cecilia and Tanya back to the backstage. Right, now, ladies and gentlemen, let's observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to finalize their evaluation. All right, 1 minute of silence is up. Ladies and gentlemen, now we have our last but not least speaker. I'm still very excited to listen to his speech. Let us welcome William to the stage because he's going to talk about his future plan. Right, William, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Right, great. I love that spirit. William, whenever you are ready, you can start. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Miss. Good afternoon, judges and members of the audience. My name is William, and today I'll be taking my public speaking exam on the topic My Future Plan. When I haven't had much life experience, it's difficult to think about my own personal future. There are so many options available to me, and I'm not sure where I'll go tomorrow or whether my mind will change the following day or the day after that. I can only hope that I make a safe and reasonable life decisions. Every decision I make has an impact on my future. I am certain that I have a bright future ahead of me and that I am on the path to a better life. I do not know what the future holds, but I do know what my dreams and goals are. Hopefully, I will be able to achieve all I desire in the future, but for now, I will work hard to come closer to my objectives. Education plays a vital roles in our lives. Education is a vital instrument that provides us with more self-assurance in all aspects of our lives. There is an old proverb that states that education is the key to success. Scholars or educated people are appreciated all around the world. Education is the key to unlocking the door to solving all of life's issues. Without education, we will not be able to reach our desired objective, which is why graduating from college is one of the goals I see myself achieving in the near future. I'm not sure what I want to do with my education or what major I want to pursue right as of right now, but I'm convinced that I will receive a diploma from a college. Without a college diploma, it is difficult to prosper and live comfortably nowadays. I have prioritized my studies and am committed to achieve my goal of graduation. I was an average student throughout my life, throughout my high school. I want to be an excellent student throughout college. Average isn't an option any longer. I anticipate myself earning honors and awards as a college graduate. A career that pays well and has outstanding benefits would be ideal in the future. Not only do I want to make a solid living, but I also want to love whatever I do. Many people have jobs they don't care for. I see myself liking my profession in the future. I would want to have a long term career rather than a temporary job. When striving to construct a life for myself, I believe that having a decent, steady job is very critical. A steady employment would ensure I have all of the things I desire in life without having to work hard for them. One of the most crucial aspects of my future is finding the job that I enjoy. At the moment, I think doctor is the one of the professions that I would like to pursue in the near future. I hope to have a supportive family too in the future, in addition to college degree and rewarding career. A wife and a few children appear to most men to be ideal household. Children, in my opinion, are the key to perfect household. Everyone begins life with family. People decide to enlarge their family as they become older. In the future, I picture a loving and supportive family, although perhaps not as large as it is now. I see a beautiful wife and loving kids in my future, but that will be after I graduate from college and have a good profession. Traveling has always been one of my greatest passions. After visiting China in 2015, I realized that travel would play an essential role in my future. Other than Asia, I would like to see other countries, particularly in Europe. Europe is such a lovely continent, and I would be heartbroken if I did not have the opportunity to see it. I feel that exploring the world is excellent approach to learn about different cultures and people. I want my future to be filled with wonderful memories and experiences. I feel that exploring the world will provide me with new and unforgettable experiences. Despite the fact that I have no idea what tomorrow will bring, I wish for every day to be an experience and for my future to be filled with joy and love. All I can do now is to concentrate on the present and make plans for the future. My future is determined by my life choices and life experiences, and I'm excited to discover what the future has for me. Thank you so much.
I'm also very excited to see what you are going to offer to the world. William, a very great speech. Yay, congratulations. And William, I'm very sure your surroundings, your parents, your school, your teachers will be very supportive of you. That is why I can sense that that was a very great speech today from you. Right, William, we are going to invite our judge to give his evaluation. Let us welcome teacher Kevin to the stage.
Hello, William.
Hello, sir.
Yes, first of all, congratulations to have finished your speaking warrior training. You did a very good speech, a good comprehensive speech, a well prepared speech. And yeah, I love your closing part. It's very good. It reminds back about your future plan and you place it with your own quotes. It is very good, a very sub quote. And I love, although it's not the good way, but the way you sitting is very cool, man. I mean, like you are like sharing. It's not like you are giving a speech, but you are really telling to us. There is no pressure in it. Your tone is very smooth, and yeah, you are very enjoy. Actually, I would like to comment about the webcam part, but since the way you telling is very cool, I have no worries in it. Some tips for you is perhaps maybe the opening part. Your opening part actually is good, but when the first statement, it sounds negative because you mentioned that you still don't know what to do. It just sounds so negative, man. But what brings it back is when you state that actually every decision's impact in your life. That is a life savior for you after the whole negative part in the opening. Just be careful next times in the way you open a speech because a negative open will lose up your audience spirit. That's all from me. Back to Miss Angeline.
Thank you very much, teacher Kevin. Right, and once again, congratulations to William. William, whatever you will be in the future, whatever you will do, we will always be there to support you, right? All right, congratulations. And now you're on the next level, William. Allow us to remove William from the stage. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we will have 1 minute of silence for the judges to finalize their evaluation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the Speaking Warrior Training Real Stage Session 2. Dear all trainees, remember that no matter how good your speech is, no matter how much skills we have, it will always be accompanied with good manners. Because we always believe that to be a good person, you'll need to have great skill and also great manners in life. So it can give an impact to your life and to your surroundings. And also remember what the school has taught us about our attitude and how to be a better person in life. Once again, thank you so much to Nanyang Tsuhui School for providing a platform for the student to be a better version of themselves, to boost their confidence. And also thank you to all teachers, trainers, families, and everybody. Thank you so much for the full support to our trainees. Let us make this world a more beautiful world, and it starts from our action. See you on the next real stage, and SML1 making you better you.